Okay, how was your exam of mathematics? MA 252. Is there any problem in exam?
No, sir.
Okay, but I point out some things from you. ये मैंने पेपर देखा आपके, इसी के पेपर मैंने चेक किए हैं। ओके, बहुत चेक किए हैं, लेकिन मैं उसमें जो कॉमन पार्ट है वो आपको बताना चाहता हूँ। तो जब भी स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन हो जाए, प्लीज़ मैसेज ऑल द स्टूडेंट क्विकली ज्वाइन क्विक। ओके, इट्स अर्जेंट, इनको बोलो कि जल्दी ज्वाइन करें, है ना। Okay, we cannot wait more. Okay, you can see here how you can made mistakes in your exam. Okay, first we discuss that, then we go for the jet transform. Okay, so here you can see in this example you done one mistake. Most of the student, not all, but most of the student. For example, here e raised to t, what is my a here? Let me
4.
inform. Sorry. Yes, Khyati.
1.
1. Okay, so most of the student mistake this. What they have written? They have written s minus 4 whole square, and it is completely wrong. Okay, so there is one mistake, I point out it. One made, huh, student. ओके, आई पॉइंट आउट दिस फर्स्ट मिस्टेक। ओके, कितने लोगों ने किया है? रेज योर हैंड। आपको पता ही है कि आपने क्या लिखा है पेपर में। ओके, तो S-4 कितने लोगों ने किया है? मुझे पता है कितने लोगों ने किया है। ओके, चलो छोड़ो। आई यस, गुड, ऑनेस्ट प्राची, यू आर ऑनेस्ट। नो प्रॉब्लम। ओके, नेक्स्ट, second is, yes, there is a second question is Laplace transform cos AT minus cos BT. Here some student done this example with P in place of S, and we point out that there is a copy from other material. Am I right? ओके, यहाँ पे एस स्क्वायर हमने जो भी आपको पढ़ाया, मीन्स नीरू मैम ने ये चैप्टर आपको पढ़ाया है, तो वहाँ पे हम फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए एस यूज़ करते हैं, और बहुत सारे बच्चों ने पी यूज़ किया है। दैट मीन्स देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग। ओके, और समथिंग कॉपी फ्रॉम अदर मटेरियल। ओके, नो इश्यू, वी विल डिस्कस दैट। ओके, इन Fs 1 upon s minus 2 s plus 2 whole square convolution theorem, most of the students not done this example, and those who have done, I think partially right. Okay, they have done mistake here and here. Okay, integration of that term is not correct. No problem. Okay, in our unit, directional derivative of the normal to the surface, yes, most of the students done this example very well, no issue. But some students still done this example with 13 by root 17. That is wrong. Okay, so it is wrong. And yes, this example, in this example you have lost 1 marks due to tangent vector. Most of the student focus on velocity and acceleration, okay, magnitude of velocity and acceleration, but only few student done this यूनिट टेंजेंट वेक्टर। ओके, यूनिट टेंजेंट वेक्टर मैंने एक्स्ट्रा आपको पूछा गया था। ओके, तो यहाँ तक तो आपने सही किया है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन यूनिट टेंजेंट वेक्टर सिर्फ आपको यही टर्म से इसको डिवाइड करना था, नथिंग एल्स। ओके, लेकिन वो आपने लास्ट में नहीं किया है। देखो फॉर एग्जांपल ये यूनिट टेंजेंट वेक्टर आपको इस तरीके से उसको फाइंड करना था। डन। ओके, तो ये सम मिस्टेक्स आर देयर। ओके, और वो जो पोटेंशियल फंक्शन था, स्केलर पोटेंशियल फंक्शन, वो बहुत सारे बच्चों ने राइट किया है ना, वो उसमें ज़्यादा मिस्टेक्स नहीं है, लेकिन आई पॉइंट आउट दिस वे। ओके, एनी कंफ्यूजन इन सॉल्यूशन स्टूडेंट?
સર
यस, क्या थी?
યસ સર એફ ઓફ ટી વાળો જે સમ હતો ને cos at માઇનસ cos bt upon t, તો એમાં tan ઇનવર્સ વાળી ફોર્મ્યુલા નહીં આવે ઇન્ટિગ્રેશનમાં?
सॉरी, वेर? ये cos AT माइनस cos BT?
हाँ 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 सर।
हाँ, नहीं, log आएगा ना, tan इनवर्स नहीं है। tan के लिए यहाँ पे क्या थी, 1 चाहिए तुझे,
ओ
है ना? क्योंकि 1 अपन होता है ना वो x स्क्वायर प्लस ए स्क्वायर, देन यू कैन राइट tan इनवर्स x बाय a। एम आई राइट?
यस सर।
ओके ओके, एनी अदर डाउट? Okay, no, then we go for our Z transform. Okay, Z transform we already done up to 5.2. Okay, हमने 5.2 तक तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया था। We done all these 8 examples. Okay, now we go for the 5.3, and it is unit impulsion and unit step sequence, basic operations on sequence. Okay, so this is very useful in your signal processing. Okay, you can read this material from this PDF. I will share with you. Okay, but we concentrate on this unit impulsion function. Okay, what is unit impulsion? You can see in your cardio. Okay, कार्डियो जो आपका हार्ट बीट होता है, हार्ट बीट में अगर आप देखेंगे तो यही फंक्शन यूज होता है, यूनिट इम्पल्स फंक्शन। तो इट इज नथिंग बट डेल्टा के इज इक्वल टू 1 एंड 0। 1 कब होगा? जब के 0 है तब, एंड 0 कब होगा? जब k नॉट इक्वल टू 0 है तब। दिस इज द यूनिट इम्पल्स फंक्शन। ओके, मीन्स 1 एंड 0, वो दो ही बाइनरी सिस्टम, 1 एंड 0, k जब 0 है तब एंड k नॉट इक्वल टू 0 है तब 0। ओके, सो what is the Z transform of unit impulse function? So it is very simple. You start with the Z function definition of z function. Z of f of k is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to infinity f of k z raised to minus k. But it is only valid for k is equal to 0 and other terms will be 0, so it is negligible. So here put k is equal to 0 in this series expansion with 1 and 0. So we get 1 into z raised to 0. And what is our z raised to 0? Z raised to 0 is nothing but 1. So 1 into 1 will be 1. Any doubt in unit impulse function? Student?
No, sir.
Okay, this is also come into the Laplace transform. Okay, Laplace transform में भी ये आएगा यही फंक्शन, ये दोनों फंक्शन वहाँ पे भी आते हैं, यूनिट स्टेप फंक्शन एंड यूनिट इम्पल्स फंक्शन. Okay, so keep in your mind. Okay, next is unit step function. Unit step function means you can say also heavy side unit step function. There are two names for unit step function. One is unit step function and second one is heavy side unit step function. Okay, so both are discussed here. Okay, so both are same, so you can define the discrete unit step function is defined as u of k. Unit step है इसलिए उसको u बोलते हैं. k 1 k greater equal to 0 and k greater equal to, sorry यार there is a mistake. Okay, k less or equal to 0 आएगा. Okay, k less or equal to 0 के लिए वो 0 है and k greater equal to 0 के लिए वो 1 है. That's why it is known as the unit step function. Means it is jump to unit, means 1 तक ही वो जंप करता है, इसलिए उसको यूनिट स्टेप फंक्शन बोला गया है. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आप देखो तो u of k is equal to 1 and 0, k greater equal to 0, k less or equal to 0. So what is the z transform of discrete unit step function? You can find easily z transform of discrete unit step function by substituting the value of function. Here function is written like this. Okay, keep in your mind u of k is equal to 1 and 0. Okay, and 0 and 1 for k greater equal to 0 and this is for k less or equal to 0. Okay, so this is the unit step function. Okay, so here you can use bilateral. Okay, so two-sided. So z of f of k is equal to summation k is equal to minus infinity to infinity f of k z minus z raised to minus k. This is our definition of z transform. Okay, so put here 0 when k less or equal to 0, so we get the unilateral z transform, means one-sided z transform. So here I am substituting f of k is equal to 1, so summation k is equal to 0 to infinity 1 into z raised to minus k. And if you open this summation, then we get 1 plus 1 by z plus 1 upon z square plus 1 upon z cube and so on. And this is the geometric series with first step a is equal to 1 and r is equal to 1 upon z, means ratio is 1 upon z. So what is the sum of this series? So 1 upon 1 minus r. So 1 upon 1 minus 1 by z and r less than 1 is the condition for that. Here r is equal to 1 upon z. So modulus of 1 upon z less than 1. If you simplify this term, then you get z upon z minus 1. And if you move this modulus z right side, so we get the new condition modulus of z greater than 1. So our region of convergence means ROC is nothing but modulus of z greater than 1 and the z transform of unit step function will be z upon z minus 1. Okay, any confusion? Dear student, any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, what about other student? Are you there?
No, sir, no confusion.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, good, thank you. Okay, next, so we discussed 5.3 with unit impulsion function and unit step function. Okay, so here you can see the unit impulsion function has Z transform 1 and Z transform of discrete unit step function is Z upon Z minus 1. Okay, keep in your mind. Okay, now we go for the properties of Z transform. There are many properties of Z transform, but here we deal with simple properties: linearity property, damping rule, shifting rule. Okay, reversal, multiplication by k, time shifting. Okay, these are the properties of Z transform, so we deal with that. Okay, properties of Z transform, we first start with linearity. Okay, then we go for the damping rule and shifting property. So what is the linearity property? Linearity property you have already learned in Laplace transform. So it is very simple. If you consider Z of f of k is equal to f of z with region of convergence R1 and Z of g of k is equal to g of z with the region of convergence R2, then Z of a f of k plus b g of k is nothing but a into f of z plus b into g of z. Means if you operate Z of a into any sequence but plus b into other sequence, then you can simply separate them, or you can simply apply Z transform individual. That means you can apply a f of k, okay, plus Z of b g of k, okay, done. And you can simply, constant will be outside, so Z of f of k plus b Z of g of k. Okay, so this is the simple interpretation of this property, and you can write Z of f of k as f of z and b of Z of g of k is nothing but capital G of z. Okay, so you can simply keep in your mind in this way. Here we can prove also by definition of Z transform. Whenever you replace Z by series form, then you can simply outside it. You can prove here. Okay, we can prove. Okay, so yeah, here Z of a f of k means here summation k is equal to 0 to infinity or minus infinity. You can use bilateral also. So a f of k, it is very simple to prove. G of k, is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you simplify with individually, then minus infinity to infinity a f of k plus b, sorry, summation is inside, constant is inside to summation, so here summation of k is equal to minus infinity to infinity b g of k. Okay, now you can put constant outside, so k is equal to minus infinity to infinity a f of k plus b is also outside, k is equal to minus infinity to infinity g of k. There is no a inside because we put it outside. Okay, so here this is your a f of z. Okay, sorry, I put here mentioned z raised to minus k is in every step. Okay, because that is our second term, z raised to minus k, z raised to minus k. Okay, so here this is your f of z plus b into this is your g of z. Clear? So we prove this linearity property easily. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, simple. It is very simple. What about others? Is there any doubt? in this linearity property?
No, sir.
Okay,
No.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, now we go for the next example, and it is very important for our exam point of view as well as in your future, because cos and sine are very useful term for signal processing. Okay, so find the Z transform of f of k is equal to cos alpha k. Okay, here our sequence goes like this: cos alpha k, and where k greater or equal to 0. That means k greater or equal to 0 means it is unilateral. So we start with the unilateral or one-sided Z transform. So Z of f of k is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to infinity f of k Z raised to minus k. So summation k is equal to 0 to infinity. Here simply substitute f of k as cos alpha k into Z raised to minus k. Now we know the सर्कुलर फंक्शन. ओके, इन फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर आपको पढ़ाया गया था ना फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में कि cos x इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है, e रेज टू आई एक्स, सॉरी cos z भी बोल सकते हो आप. cos z इज इक्वल टू क्या था, e रेज टू आई जेड प्लस e रेज टू माइनस आई जेड अपॉन 2, सॉरी हियर z डिवाइड बाय 2. एम आई राइट? Okay, so we simply substitute the formula here. Okay, any problem, student? Okay, so here I simply substitute the formula of cos alpha k e raised to I alpha k plus e raised to minus I alpha k by 2 into z raised to minus k. I open this bracket, so 1 by 2 is outside. By using linearity property, summation k is equal to 0 to infinity e raised to I alpha k into z raised to minus k plus summation k is equal to 0 to infinity e raised to minus I alpha k into z raised to minus k. Okay, I simply open this bracket. Now you can open this summation. So 1 by 2, what is the formula for e raised to I a k into z raised to minus k? Open it. Means you can substitute k is equal to 0, k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2. In this expression, we get 1 plus e raised to I alpha into 1 divided by z, because z raised to minus 1 is there, plus e raised to I alpha upon z whole square, and so on. Same way, if you open the summation, second summation, so 1 plus 1 upon z e raised to I alpha plus 1 upon z e raised to I alpha whole square, and so on. Okay, now this is the geometric series with ratio e raised to I alpha by z, and second term is the geometric series with the ratio e raised to minus I alpha divided by z. So we can substitute that sum as 1 upon 1 minus r. So we get 1 upon 1 minus e raised to I alpha divided by z plus 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus I alpha divided by z, and the validity of this expression is modulus of e raised to I alpha by z less than 1 and e raised to minus I alpha by z less than 1. Okay, so 1 by 2, if you solve these two terms with the LCM, so we get z upon z minus e raised to I alpha plus z upon z minus e raised to minus I alpha. So if you solve this inequality, then we get e raised to alpha I alpha less than modulus of z, and from second term we get e raised to minus alpha less than modulus of z. Okay, so modulus of z greater than e raised to I alpha and modulus z greater than e raised to minus I alpha. Okay, now if you common z, then z by 2, and if you take LCM or cross here, so we get z minus e raised to minus I alpha plus z minus e raised to I alpha divided by z minus e raised to I alpha into z minus e raised to minus I alpha. Okay, so z by 2, here z plus z 2z here e raised to minus I alpha is another term and e raised to I alpha is another, but I put common minus, so e raised to I alpha plus e raised to minus I alpha divide by, if you open this or if you multiply these two terms, we get z square minus z e raised to I alpha plus e raised to minus I alpha plus 1. Okay, now here how it modulus z greater than 1 here. So you learn that e raised to I theta is nothing but 1. Okay, आपको पढ़ाया गया था फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में कॉम्प्लेक्स एनालिसिस में, e raised to I theta is nothing but 1 because modulus of cos theta plus I sin theta, okay, here I is there, is equal to square root cos square theta plus sin square theta, and it is nothing but square root of 1 and it gives 1, and cos theta plus I sin theta is the Euler's formula of e raised to I theta. Have you learned this? आपने ये पढ़ा था ना फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में?
यस सर।
ओके, तो ये दोनों ही दोनों आपको 1 दे देगा. ओके, बिकॉज हियर e रेज टू माइनस आई अल्फा है, तो यहाँ पे क्या चेंज होगा, cos थीटा minus I sin theta, because sin is odd function, so there is minus outside, and if you find the modulus of this, again square root of 1 and 1. Okay, so both the terms gives modulus z greater than 1. This is the validity of this expression. So here we reach here. Okay, so z by 2 is there, 2z minus, okay, here e raised to I alpha plus e raised to minus I alpha is nothing but 2 cos alpha by using same formula here. Okay, so this gives the cos alpha divided by z square minus 2z, 2 is not there, so 2 से multiply and divide किया यहाँ पे, so 2z cos alpha plus 1. So if you write down or multiply here by 2, so we get z minus cos alpha divided by z square minus 2z cos alpha plus 1, because there is a 2 in both the term, so 2 is outside and cancel out and we get the new expression, and with the region of conversion modulus z greater than 1. Am I right? Any confusion in this example?
No, sir.
नो
No, sir.
सर।
Okay, what about others?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, then you try for first example, then we will discuss. Okay, find z transform of the following functions. उसमें first के लिए आप try करो, f of k is equal to 3 into 2 raised to k minus 4 into 3 raised to k. Then we discuss. Okay, try for this. एंड आपका सेकंड लेक्चर कब से स्टार्ट होता है? आज है सेकंड लेक्चर?
सर
Yes,
10 to 20 से होता है, पर हमें कुछ पता नहीं है या नहीं।
ओके, सेम सिचुएशन है ना. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. अब जो आपके फ्रेंड आज के लेक्चर में मिसिंग है, उनको बोलना कि सर इसके लिए फिर से एक लेक्चर अरेंज कर देंगे. ओके, यही हम रिपीट कर देंगे जब भी हमको मौका मिलेगा तब. ओके, सो प्लीज पास दिस मैसेज, दोज हु हैव मिस्ड दिस लेक्चर वी विल डिस्कस लेटर ऑन. ओके, बट अभी जो है अभी वो ये एग्जाम्पल ट्राई करेंगे. f of k is equal to 3 into 2 raised to k minus 4 into 3 raised to k. Okay, try for this example.
Sir,
Yes, Drumil.
the answer is 3z upon 2 minus z minus 4z upon z minus 3.
Okay, we will
No,
check.
sir.
हाँ हाँ.
Z minus 2 and Z minus 3 होगा दोनों में से.
सर 2z अपॉन z माइनस.
Okay, we will check. We will check. Okay, you can see my screen. Have you seen my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here you can verify your example. Okay. Here we start with the f of k is equal to 3, 2 raised to k minus 4, 3 raised to k. K greater or equal to 0. K greater or equal to 0 indicates unit or unilateral. Okay. Or one-sided. Keep in your mind. Okay. Always think about this. K greater or equal to 0. So z of f of k is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to infinity f of k z raised to minus k. Simply substitute the value of f of k here. So we get 3 2 raised to k minus 4 3 raised to k into z raised to minus k. Okay, is equal to 3 is outside and summation k is equal to 0 to infinity. Now you can see here we get summation z raised to k into z raised to minus k. So simply, okay, sorry, 2 raised to k. So simply we can write this as 2 upon z raised to k. Am I right? Okay, तो हमने उस तरीके से लिख सकते हैं. तो 3 summation k is equal to 0 to infinity 2 upon z raised to k minus 4 summation k is equal to 0 to infinity. Again we can write 3 by z raised to k. Now if you open this summation, so we get 3 into 1 plus 2 by z plus 2 square by z square and so on, minus 4 1 plus 3 by z plus 3 square by z square up to so on. So what is the ratio r in first term? It is 2 by z. So I simply put here 1 upon 1 minus r. So 1 upon 1 minus 2 by z, and in second term r is equal to 3 by z. So 1 upon 1 minus 3 by z. Okay, if you take LCM here, so we get 3z upon z minus 2 minus 4z upon z minus 3. And what is the validity? Well, if you think about validity, so in first term our r is 2 by z, so modulus r less than 1, so 2 by z less than 1 and 3 by z less than 1. If you open this, so we get 2 less than modulus of z, and from second 3 less than modulus of z. So it gives modulus z greater than 2 and modulus z greater than 3. Okay, so if you simplify this or if you take LCM of this expression, we get minus z plus 1 divided by z square minus 5z plus 6 with modulus z greater than 2 and modulus z greater than 3. Okay, अब आप यहाँ पे देखो modulus z greater than 2 है and modulus z greater than 3 है. तो if you think about the modulus z greater than 2 and modulus of z greater than 3, तो common region कौन सा हुआ? मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 3 ना, क्योंकि ग्रेटर देन 2 होगा वो 3 भी ग्रेटर देन हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये रीजन अंदर इंक्लूड नहीं होगा. डन. ओके, सो दिस इज द रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जन. एनी डाउट इन दिस एग्जांपल? एंड हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हैव सेम आंसर? Hey, good. Dromil, good. Aditya, good. Okay, good, good. Harsh, Divya Raj Singh. Oh, Rasika, good. Hey, Karana Ben, Ayushi, good. Okay, good. Okay, then think about the second example. Okay, it is same to cos. So f of k is equal to sin alpha k. Okay, तो ये दोनों ही दोनों, सॉरी 3 नॉट 2, ये तीनों ही तीनों आपको होमवर्क में दे रहा हूँ. तो ट्राई फॉर दिस एग्जांपल्स क्योंकि वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन आवर लेक्चर. ओके, So here f of k is equal to sin alpha k, f of k is equal to cos hyperbolic alpha k, and f of k is equal to sin hyperbolic alpha k. Think about it. We start with the second example in next class. Okay. So any doubt in today's session?